Hi everyone and welcome to Brave the Adventures with me, Hayley, here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. No Rob, unfortunately, for this video. Unfortunately, his hip is taking longer to heal than he hoped, so he's made the sad decision to not join me for our planned return to Blackpool Pleasure Beach this weekend. I'm currently in the car park of the Boulevard Hotel, which I am so excited to be staying in tonight for the first time, and I'm going to be doing a room review and full hotel review of the Boulevard Hotel, so please stay tuned for that. But also going to see what I can get on. It's lunchtime, so I've only got a few hours. Park closes at 5 today, but going to see what I can get on this afternoon. And as Rob is not here, one of the only positives is that I can have free choice. So today I'm going to take you on a top 5 of my favourite rides here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach and see if they are the same as yours. If they are, pop a comment in the box below, let us know what your top 5 rides at Blackpool are, and cannot wait. So going to get checked in and I'll see you on park. So it's worth noting on this top 5 rides at Blackpool Pleasure Beach that there are going to be exceptions, and the number one exception to that is that we're not going to be including Valhalla in this list, because everyone knows Valhalla is literally the best ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, without a shadow of a doubt. Me and Rob like it so much, we named this channel after Valhalla and Brave the Adventures. Valhalla is number 1, but it's mine and Rob's ride, and Rob's not here. It's also really cold, so I've got lots of reasons for excluding it from our list today of top 5 rides. But you can see a separate video on our channel where we rode Valhalla, not once, not twice, but 9 times in one afternoon, so go check it out. Valhalla, of course, so popular that even at the end of March, look at the queue for her. It's not in operations yet today, due to open at 2 o'clock, probably because it's still relatively quiet and off season here, but it's brilliant to see so many people queuing up to enjoy definitely the ultimate number 1 ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. If you've never been to the Pleasure Beach before, you will definitely recognise where I am starting at today for number 5 in our top 5 rides at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Can you guess which ride it is? Wait and see, I'll tell you at the end. Just ridden the haunts of the Blackpool Ghost Train. It's a brilliant ghost train. It was actually the first of its kind to ever use the term ghost train when it was built here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in 1930, and it's had quite a lot of renovation, as you can imagine, throughout the years. It was a single pretzel ride when it was first established here, and it's got all the components that you need for a spooky, scary ghost train, including my favourite element, which is the drop in the middle. It did actually feel a bit scarier today without Rob by my side, so riding it as a single rider felt like a whole new scary experience. But everything was working really well in there today, lots of jump scares, put a little bit of footage in. It's a great ghost train. I wish it had an omni-mover to load it, that I think would speed up operations here, but it's a classic ride. It definitely deserves its place in the top 5. So I've arrived at my 4th place ride on the top 5 rides at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and it is Wallace and Gromit's Thrill-O-Matic, which I absolutely adore, this dark ride here at the park. And we heard just a couple of weeks ago at the season launch that we are going to get some updates to the ride based on the new film that premiered at Christmas. I can't wait for that because it's an absolute family favourite. It's such a joyous ride, makes me so happy to ride it, particularly when everything and all the effects are working. It is absolutely brilliant fun. There's a really nice little speed up at the end as well to reflect the Wrong Trousers film, and it's just a great ride all round. And when you come off the ride you can meet Gromit, so it feels like a really great themed area. I know if Rob was here he would probably not put this in the top 5 because he has a real love for Goldmine, which this ride did replace when it was purchased and built at the Pleasure Beach, but he's not here today. So I'm going to ride this over and over again today, and it's definitely deserving of 4th place in my top 5. Do you agree?
Where there's cheese! Oh, good job I greased the bearings. No crackers from it.
Not one, not two, but three excellent rides on Wallace and Gromit today. Everything is working so well in there. All of the elements of the rides are working, and I think I know that ride really well, but the people in front of me knew it word perfect today. I've put a couple of clips in of the ride itself, but didn't want to put too much in because it might spoil it for people who haven't ridden the ride before. And then you come out of the ride having ridden in a slipper, and you come out into the absolutely incredible Wallace and Gromit themed shop, which is just lovely to look around and has got some absolutely amazing things, including plushies and t-shirts, hoodies, pins, you name it. A whole shop dedicated to Wallace and Gromit. Can't go better, really. On reflection, I actually think I probably should have put this ride slightly higher than 4th. Maybe you agree. Has anybody else got a secret love of Wallace and Gromit out there and would put it higher in their top 5 at Blackpool Pleasure Beach? Let me know in the comments below. Row upon row of my absolutely favourite character, Feathers McGraw. Best villain of all time. It's just waiting to get on the big one. However, it does seem to be stuck as it approaching the station. It's already on a one train operations and it's now being pushed into the station, it seems, and pulled, and there's a maintenance person helping out to get it back to the station. So I do hope we're going to get onto Icon, I nearly called it, onto the big one. So unfortunately no ride on the big one. It has gone down sadly because the wind has really gained traction here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. When I got in the queue, it's only running on one train operation, so it was very slow queue anyway, and then it just didn't move for about 10 minutes, and then we were finally told that it would be closing due to the high winds. I'm not surprised, the winds have really got up here, so I'm not sure I fancy being on the second highest coaster in the country in this weather. It would have been my number 3 best ride here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and it is probably the most iconic here as well. However, the reason it is number 3 for me is one of these reasons today. It is because the weather does affect it so much in terms of the wind. Also, it doesn't always have the best operations, only running on one train, which it has done since season opening. So that does mean that the queue does move quite slow, and it does seem to take quite a while to get those trains out compared to the other coasters. What I do love about the big one, as you can see, is just the interaction between the other coasters at the park, the ones that came before, such as Big Dipper and Avalanche, and the ones that came after, such as Icon. So it definitely deserves its place here. I think if operations ran a bit better and it wasn't a bit of a rough ride depending on what row you ride, it would probably be higher in the top 5. What do you think? Am I being unfair to the big one? And here is the area that's been recently cleared that was the Grand Prix. Sorry, there's water on my lens. It's a little bit rainy here now at the Pleasure Beach. Massive space. You start to see actually how big this ride was and how much space it took up at the Pleasure Beach when you see what's been left behind. Really pleased to see that Bradley and Bella's sensory garden has remained, because I do like a nice walk around that. I'm sure it will be updated at some point. We haven't yet been told what's going to go into this space, but like the Pleasure Beach have told us, there's lots of exciting things coming. New things, river caves being refurbished, of course the incredible news about the new gyro spring, which is going to be the biggest in the country, and we wait to hear what's going to go in this space occupied by the Grand Prix, and I'm sure the Pleasure Beach have got fantastic plans for it. It's great to see how much investment the park are putting into place this season and for the next few seasons to come. So with the big one being down, I decided I would substitute a 3rd place ride in its place, and I did that here in Nickelodeon Land with Nickelodeon Streak, which started off life as the roller coaster in 1933 and was rebranded into Nickelodeon Streak in 2010 when this part of the park was built. It's a brilliant wooden coaster. It's the 2nd highest wooden coaster in Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and it doesn't disappoint. It only ever runs on one train operations these days, but actually it was only a 10-minute wait, and I think it's good to know that on these 5 o'clock park closes in March, the Nickelodeon land does close at 4, so don't leave riding Nickelodeon till the end of the day or you may not get on it, but leaving it till about 3:30 meant that I only had about a 10-minute queue, so really good one to get on. I had some brilliant airtime, I was right at the back today and it rode really well, so a great substitution for 3rd place in my top 5. Second best ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, number 2, Derby Racer. Absolutely adore this classic ride. It's so much more than a carousel, and with the 2 main carousels at Blackpool Pleasure Beach being removed this season, which is sad, we've still got Derby Racer. It's one of only 2 left in the world of these types of rides. We're also going to get to ride the other over in LA this September, so absolutely brilliant to have a great ride on Derby Racer. It's so much fun, it's quicker than you think, and it's brilliant to get back onto my high horse. Where am I for number 2 on our top 5 Blackpool Pleasure Beach rides? I am at my favourite of the 3 horse themed attractions at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Derby Racer, which first premiered here at the Blackpool Pleasure Beach in 1959, and it's self-built as well by the Pleasure Beach, which I think makes it extra special. Don't underestimate this ride, it really does pack a punch. It's quick, it's exciting, it's got the massive organ that plays out some brilliant tunes, and can't wait to get back on it today. I'm going to choose an outside horse because I do think they tend to be the quickest of the horses and the most thrilling to get on. The ride's advertised at a 10-minute wait. It actually looks a little bit longer than that, but it does take quite a while to load onto this ride because it's got 2 different height limits, one for unaccompanied and one for accompanied. So it just takes a while to make sure everybody's in the right place on the right horses. But it's one of my absolute favourites here. It's got a really long ride cycle, which cannot be beaten. And yes, you could argue it's a carousel. It goes round and round and round. You know what you're getting, but it's so quick. And with the music and the stars in the pavilion ahead, it is just a wonderful experience. And it's definitely so family friendly. It deserves number 2 in my top spot today. So I've counted down my top 5 rides at Blackpool Pleasure Beach today, and the top 5 of the channel in this video. And we've covered some thrill rides, family rides, really to show that you can have a great day out at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, even if you've only got a few hours and you only want to get on a few favourites. One ride we obviously haven't covered, number 1, is definitely going to be Icon. This Mack coaster is my absolute favourite coaster here at the park. It's my favourite coaster in the country, in all honesty, as well, with its double launch and the combination of the elements, which just makes it such a good ride length, and it's so much fun, such a smooth ride. I love the seats as well, they're so comfortable. I cannot wait to get back on it. It is absolutely throwing it down here, so it's going to be a rainy ride on Icon, which is sitting at 20-minute wait, but as always, even when it runs on 1 or 2 train operations here, it runs smoothly. Operations have been brilliant. Let's go and get on the number 1 ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Was it your number 1 today? Oh, Icon, you never disappoint. Just had 2 amazing rides on Icon, one in the middle, one towards the back. It's raining and she felt so quick today. I know I'm calling her a she. Icon for me is always female, sorry. And she just rides so well. It was brilliant. The lap bars on that ride are what make it for me, and I know a lot of people say that Icon is now topped by Hyperia, which has similar restraints, but for me, the length of the track on Icon, the combination of the elements, I absolutely love the junior Immelman on it. It's one of my favourite elements on any coaster here in the UK or abroad, and Icon is definitely my favourite coaster in the whole of the UK. It has a relatively low height restriction as well for a coaster of this intensity, so even though it's not a family ride, it is enjoyed by people of all ages, and it's running really well today, can't fault it. best ride here, and it's time to go home, go home, I wish I was home, go back to the Boulevard Hotel to get warm, and we'll see you over there for my room and hotel tour of the Boulevard Hotel. Thank you for joining me and braving the adventures. It's lovely to share our adventures with you. Please do drop a like and a subscribe to our channel as we continue to try and grow this. Thank you so much.